Good Sunday morning. So I thought I'd stop for a quick minute and give you guys an idea of what I do for jewelry. So I'm a potter, a jeweler. I'm a special education teacher by day, and then I take care of all the other household stuff. So while we are in the middle of getting our house ready to sell and to move to Sandy so we can have a bigger shop, which, by the way, this is actually a really small shop. My studio is. I'm still trying to create pieces of jewelry to make cabs because I buy and sell stones. I make the cabs. And then I do jewelry on the side, and the jewelry really is for fun for me. Um, yeah, I just really like to do jewelry. So here's just a quick overview of the stuff that I have made. And so some of this stuff is currently for sale on my Etsy site, and some of this stuff is currently in a private safe in my home. And so the items that are for sale on my Etsy site, this is a sterling silver Morenci turquoise with pyrite cuff. And so this cuff, ooh, turn it around this way. You can see the stamp a little bit better. Maybe. I can't tell if that's right side up or not. This cuff, I purchased the turquoise for this cuff, and it has a matching ring. Where did that go? There it is. The matching ring with the matching turquoise. I purchased the turquoise for this cuff at the Arizona Gem Show a couple of years back from a gentleman who had a big chunk of Morenci turquoise, and he had actually a couple of other little chunks there too. And so that is how I got a hold of this absolutely crazy gorgeous pyrite-filled, deep bluish-green Morenci. That piece, these top pieces, this top piece here and this bottom piece, these are salvaged from a vintage, antique, whatever you want to call it, sterling silver plate. So not silver plated, but sterling silver like dinner plate. I do recycle and salvage a lot of sterling silver. I really hate paying the cost for sheet silver, so I try to, with any cuff or with the back of any jewelry pieces, use sterling silver dinner plates that I've purchased off of eBay and or Marketplace. And so here's another piece that I have for sale on my Etsy site. This piece also, the backing of this was created with a sterling silver dinner plate or dish. And each one of these, this is all hand stamped and then soldered. This little ring, which is currently on Etsy, this is Sorrento Turquoise from Mexico. It has a ton of gold flaked pyrite. And again, the band is relatively thick. This is, again, a recycled sterling silver band from, I can't remember if that was from a dinner plate or what that was actually from, but some recycled pieces on this one. This here is Morenci as well. It has a few flakes of pyrite, not many, but it does have some flakes. This piece, this is actually quite a large piece. So my hands are 7 inches. I have very large hands. And yes, I can palm a basketball. All of the feathers are cast by hand. The plate used on the back is recycled, again from sterling silver dinner plate or dish. And each one of these hosts, little pieces, hosts another piece of Morenci turquoise. The beads are handmade. So this entire piece is sterling. So if you like the look of this piece is for sale on my Etsy site. Again, it is a relatively large piece, so don't... I had a friend's son who looked at this for his girlfriend, and I was like, does she like large jewelry? And he was like, well, not really. And I said, yeah, this isn't the one for her. This piece here, I believe this is 1 troy ounce of sterling silver coin. Oh, dude, move, feather. Lay the right way. So the feather, I swear, lays the correct way, or is supposed to. Here. There we go. No. All right. So it's head side up if you wear it like this, and if you flip this over, Here's another bail so that you can wear it tail side or buffalo side up. This is actually a really cool piece in that it is reversible. Comes with a thick, I do not think the chain is sterling silver. It's just a mix. It's rhodium plated. So it's a gold and rhodium plated chain. So it's a nice chain, but it is not sterling silver. But the rest, the pendant, is a solid 1 troy ounce sterling silver coin with sterling silver feathers and accents. Okay, so on to private. This is all in my private safe. And so these are pieces that I've made throughout the last couple of years that for one reason or another, I just probably won't ever sell them. This is a Demoli turquoise ring. Yeah, look at that. That covers, 90% of my finger. The stone, so this stone was given to me by a friend, and he since has passed away. And so this has quite a bit of meaning to me. I made the ring for it and sent it to him, and he sent it back and said, I want you to have this. So this is pretty special meaning ring. This is my first cast ever sterling silver ring. Has inlay turquoise on both sides of the band. And when you flip it up like this, it has inlay turquoise on both sides of the ring. So this one, because it was my first cast ring ever, I probably won't part with this one. It is a large size as well, so I'm not sure how many people it would actually fit. This is a set here. So this turquoise I purchased out of an estate from a gentleman who lived in Arizona in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. He passed away, and his family held on to some of the turquoise and stones that he had because he was a cabber. And I was blessed to be able to purchase the estate from them. And at the time, I think I purchased, it was close to 10 pounds of turquoise. This was, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago. And so at the time, it was a relatively expensive, big purchase for me. And I didn't, I wasn't really into the stone business at the time, just getting into it. And I was very blessed to come across this. This is the matching necklace for that slave bracelet. And yes, these are disconnecting. So I like to be able to disconnect and wear the bracelet and wear the ring, or just wear the ring. There are matching earrings to this set. Here is another. This is a opal, Australian Boulder opal. There we go. Australian Boulder opal. The cab I got from a friend, the same friend who gave me this Demoli piece here. We used to trade quite a bit, so we did some trading, and I wound up with the opal, and he wound up with some jewelry. This is a ring that will probably never be for sale. This piece here, so I do, not only do I deal in turquoise, I also, I do work on finer items such as, gold and diamond pieces. This is a piece that I made out of some recycled parts. So the center piece with the diamond is a recycled earring from my grandmother's estate. Its pair was missing, and so I've created a necklace so that I could keep the center part with the diamond and the filigree white gold. This is a fire opal bracelet. This bracelet currently is not for sale on Etsy. It may go up at some point on Etsy. But this is cast sterling silver feather ends. And I know I've seen a lot of these bracelets where they have the cast ends on either side and a decorative stone in the center. The problem with some of the bracelets that I've seen is that they're not readily enforced in the back. Readily, that was probably the wrong word to use. Not well reinforced in the back. And so I took 2 half-round, I believe that's 10 gauge wire, and reinforced the back so that this can be squished and opened and squished and opened without having to sacrifice its its strength, you know, instead of like wearing and then having it all just come apart on you. Anyway, so that is just a jewelry overview. Again, if you are interested in any of these pieces, these are on my Etsy site currently, and I'll be listing more soon. I've got quite a few pieces of turquoise I'd like to make into jewelry, and then I do opals as well as diamonds. But I mainly deal in turquoise and opals. And just because I love turquoise and opals, and I happen to be Cherokee and Muskogee. So even though I do not look it, I really zoomed in there for a moment. My brother looks Cherokee. So in order to verify, I usually hang around him, and then everyone's like, oh, you got the wrong end of the stick. I did, but I no longer burn during the summer, which is really nice. But my dad is German, so I am the one very white member of the family, which is kind of sad, but you know, and blonde hair, which is very unusual. No one in my family has blonde hair. So anyway, that's an overview of the jewelry that I work on, and I will make another video this morning. Actually, I'm talking about how I recycle some sterling silver. And so we will actually be breaking apart some sterling silver pieces to have some salvaged flat backing for pieces. So stay tuned. Have a good morning.